Hi Anti-Society, welcome back to the Antisocial Planet, and today we are checking out Piri by Dreamcatcher. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, it just sounds right in my head, but I'm a little bit nervous to get into the song because I've been warned about this one. I've been warned about this one all the way back when I started doing Dreamcatcher reactions and people were asking me to check out more songs. I've been warned about this more recently as I have gotten closer and closer to getting this song, people saying, just, you know, warning now. So I'm a little bit nervous going into this because one, we're getting to the end of the Nightmare story and I'm like not emotionally ready for that. I feel like I'm probably going to spend a bunch of time going back through the music videos and like putting together other puzzle pieces and probably checking out other reactions to like see what other people are talking about and like different posts that people have done because I just want to like dig more into what people thought of the story. I've been like staying away from all of it while I'm going through the story because I want to just like stick with my thoughts, but now I'm gonna be able to go through it once I'm finished this kind of next part of the music journey. And I also feel like this is the moment when Dreamcatcher, like people started to pay attention to them because the next song is Deja Vu, which is the first song I heard of Dreamcatcher before I started doing reactions. So I just feel like I'm getting into like the iconic eras of Dreamcatcher, and it makes me excited but also like a little bit worried because I get overwhelmed, you know, so I don't know what they're gonna throw at me, but I know it's gonna be great. So we're gonna check out this song, obviously just the song first because I have a feeling that the music video is gonna have a lot going on, or at least at the very least they're going to attack me personally. So let's get into the lyric video first and just rip off the band-aid of this one. Oh my god, look at them. I don't even want to talk about Dami. Ma'am, leave me alone, okay? All of them though. I don't know why I'm so nervous getting into that. I'm like, I have to like remember to breathe properly. That's where I'm at. Okay. Sounds a bit like an alarm. Ooh. The whistle? Nope, no, okay. The whistle in it, again, sounding like before I've talked about how like it sounds like almost like a siren call in their songs. I mean like sirens as in like the mythical creature, but the like whistle is almost seems like those like flutes, like snake charmer kind of flute feeling to me. Like again, that feeling of kind of like using music and sound to kind of like, you know, seduce someone in a way of like making them enter this dream and trust you, and you know, again, that siren call of kind of pulling someone into danger without them really noticing it yet. And I feel like that fits with the whole like nightmare storyline of them kind of being coaxed into this nightmare without really realizing what's going on. And now they're talking about like waking up and nothing's different, like reality is no different from the dream because they can't like really get out of it. Maybe like we're still stuck in the cycles, maybe, or it's just like, I don't know, the glow of what being in the dream was originally has worn off and reality isn't as bad anymore. I don't know. Ooh. Whoa, the production there? All the things are doing the production here. Like the little like synth sounds, but they're really like in a like a low register. I'm used to having like higher synth sounds in their song, but these are like building up like a bass for the song. And like their vocal tones too, they're fitting into more of like a darker tone to the vocals as well. This song is gonna come for me. I can feel it already. I'm like, we're getting to the chorus and I'm like, I'm not ready. Ooh, I love Handang's voice there. Ooh. Ooh, okay, wait. I know I stopped just before the drop, but I love how it all pulled out with Jia's voice coming in there. Is Piri like a instrument maybe? Now I gotta look it up. Is it like a flute like I was saying before? like a wind instrument. It is a flute, or it looks like a wind instrument made of bamboo. Look at me guessing things. Even though it was more like a whistle sound before, but I was like, that's what it sounds like. So I'm assuming there's maybe some kind of like story behind the instrument, like some kind of cultural importance to it. Please let me know all of the stories of that, like that it is associated with something specifically in like Korean culture. But yeah, love the way that pulled up. Loved the like melody that we had there right before the drop came in. I'm not ready. I'm stalling because I'm like, it's gonna hit me all at once. Ooh. Those guitars are heavy. Oh, I love the way that it keeps pulling out and then having the sound crash back in. Like, it's jarring, but I feel like it fits with kind of the story of like waking up from the dream, right? Because there's that difference between kind of like, I feel like the serenity of giving in to the dream, giving into the nightmare, and then like facing the fact, like realities, right? And like acknowledging that something wrong is happening here, right? So like having those two things of like being jarred out of those moments of serenity into this moment of like high energy and almost like having more of a like assertive, aggressive sound is really interesting. I love all them singing together too. Ooh. No, 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 what is this song? They all sound so good too. Like, even like in those moments of like jarring between like the huge waves of sound and the more like serene moments, they really lighten up their voice for those moments where it like all the production like really pulls out. So it is even showing like those dynamics of like certain members who are having more of like a heavy sound and then switching to that very light sound. Great. I love the way that they're like arranging the different voices, the way that that pulled out, and we had Jiu doing that like repeated part with the guitar coming through. I'm not gonna be able to survive this because it keeps having moments where like it pulls out a bunch of the production and I'm just like, ooh, like it just hits in like such a specific way where like it's jarring, but in like a almost like taking a breath before jumping back into like action, if that makes sense. So there's like this anticipation in those pauses that just like, it hits just right. 아무 소리 없는 꿈 온통 나를 보는 눈 yeah I don't wanna go 너를 찾고 있는 중 yeah. They're not giving me rapper Gayan. Oh my god, what is this song? Okay, it's fine. I didn't pay attention to anything she was saying. I was too shook by the fact that we were getting rapper Gayan. She sounded great. I love the darker tone. It freaks me out a little bit every time that Gayan gets like this really dark sounding tone to her voice, because in the earlier music, she has this very like light tone to her voice and it's like very sweet and it has like this like pure sound to it. And then every once in a while she gets into like these really dark tones and I'm just like, I'm sorry, aren't you the Maknae? Like, why are we, what's this demon that is possessing you? I'm thinking specifically in Damien where like she did it and it still gets me like every single time I listen to that song. Okay, I'm gonna actually read what she's saying. 아무 소리 없는 꿈 온통 나를 보는 눈 yeah I don't wanna go 너를 찾고 있는 중 yeah. Okay, she said all eyes on me. Isn't her nightmare too like being what? No, hers is falling, isn't it? Is it Handang's who's is having people watch her? Because I think Gagan's is falling. Because there's the one where she like, I think it's on Fly High where she like fell asleep and then there was the falling. Maybe. I'm definitely gonna have to like go back and reinvestigate all of this stuff because I want to watch it all kind of like a film. back to back, that like the spaces in the middle, like I have been going through the reactions. Okay, she sounds fantastic though. I love the like really kind of like sharp staccato way that she's delivering this. 아무 소리 없는 꿈 온통 나를 보는 눈 yeah I don't wanna dawn 너를 찾고 있는 중 yeah 놓치고 싶지 않아 내게 손을 뻗어봐 그렇게 쉽지 않아 I better go for a while. Ooh. Oh, the way Dami delivered that line of like, I've had a gun for a while and like it distorted her voice. I love how every once in a while they distort her voice in her rap verses, but it like, it has this feeling of like, I haven't been helpless this whole time. Like I've been able to fight back for a while. Oh, I love that. And the like, I don't want to be done. I'm looking for you. Like you could take that as like a looking for the other members within the nightmare, because we definitely had in the last MV, we had Gayeon like, it looked like she was looking for, I'm assuming Yehyun specifically, because that's the main person that we're kind of trying to rescue at the moment. So it could be like looking for the other members, but I feel like it could also be the curse, you know, like that feeling of like, we're not just going to leave the nightmare and not look back, like we're gonna take you down. That's the feeling I'm getting from the song, and I'm like, I'm not ready. Yeah, I don't wanna dawn 너를 찾고 있는 중 yeah 놓치고 싶지 않아 내게 손을 뻗어봐 그렇게 쉽지 않아 I better go for a while. Ooh. 아직도 난 헤매고 있지만 네가 꼭 그럴 수 있도록 피리를 불어라. Going back for the Yuhyun vocals, also Shiyeon's voice lightened up there. I also like this moment endlessly repeating. We had all the loops in the last album. In my opinion, I feel like the whole album loops, and there's like a bunch of loops within it, but we had the loop specifically in the What MV, so we're having again that like acknowledgement of like this keeps repeating, especially having Jiu be the one to say that line, because she seems to be like the main one who seems to be trying to rescue everyone, maybe, or at least like the driving force behind the rescue. The vocals there though, so good. There's like a little bit of reverb on it too that just like adds to it. Oh, the instrumentation is so good. Oh, the guitars in this part. I don't even have thoughts anymore. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You were right. All the people who warned me about the song and told me I had to check out the song, correct. I agree with you. I wasn't ready, but also I needed to hear it. Having Shiyeon be the one to sing that part of like lightening up her voice with just like the pianos, especially with like this huge wall of sound with the like all the guitars and the drums and like this like bassy synths with also like this kind of like flute like motif going throughout the whole thing, and then having it all pull out with the piano. Sometimes the song is so good it tires me out, you know, like I'm like, I have too many feelings and nothing I can do with them. Okay. No. It's like, okay, the whole part before what I was talking about, but also like Gayeon's voice right there, her voice, soft, light, angelic. What is the demon that possesses her every once in a while and her voice just takes on this super dark tone to it? How is she allowed to do both? Answer me that one. But Yoo-hyun's vocals gave me shivers, as usual, but like, I'm gonna have to check out like performances of this, dance practices of this, performance videos. I'm gonna need all the things for this song because I feel like it's gonna be my life for a while. Like this is gonna be it. Oh, I love how we ended on the little flute sound. I love, like, we ended on Jiu too, like, ending on her voice. I feel like it's probably super symbolic to, like, the overall story. I love that they all sing together, too, in the chorus, because I feel like there was a lot of, like, moments of separation in the previous albums leading up to this, specifically in, like, the storyline stuff, where it felt very much like there was this fracturing of the whole group. Like there's lots of scenes in the previous music videos of them separated, like especially in the What MV, they're all like kind of doing their own thing. So having a moment where they're singing together, I think is really symbolic of them like hopefully coming back together. And it feels a lot more like a fighting back song. Like it has a lot of the qualities that I feel like the like beginning of the Nightmare storyline had, of like when they were all coming together to like get rid of the, I don't know, like supernatural like ghost hunter person that was in the mansion with them, where they were all kind of collectively working together to like get this person out. It feels like a similar thing, but I feel like it's probably geared towards the curse now, hopefully. Also, I didn't mention this, but Handong's voice in this, gorgeous. She has these little breaks in her voice that just like add a little something when she was delivering her lines, and I just want to make sure I pointed it out. Overall, fantastic song. I'm not ready for this music video. I just know it, but also I'm too excited to like not immediately jump into it. So let's get to the MV. All right. Everybody stretch and get situated. I'm not ready for this, but let's do it anyway. Ooh, I like the red hair. Like red, pink. Ma'am? Ooh, the outfits though. Oh my god, Xian. Ooh, the ripple. Ooh, okay. I feel like we're getting into maybe Yoo-hyun realizing where she is. She seems a little bit more aware. I love like the all white too, because it's very like, usually white we associate with some kind of like purity, right? We associate white as being this very pure and almost angelic color, but it's deceiving in this instance, right? Like it is again like that illusion of this dream. Like it's really a nightmare, but it has this illusion, and we've had lots of dark colors associated with their music videos up to this point, with the exception of like the like desert landscape that we had Yoo-hyun in before, that was like the white sand that was there. So, but it was nighttime, so it had a very different feeling to this one, where it seems a lot more light, and then having the like blackness leak out once she seems to like realize that there's something wrong with where she is. Ooh, and now we're in a darker environment. Sua ma'am? Ooh. Dami, please. Ma'am. I love how there's like all these like kind of like circles of light too, like, and not being able to get out of the maze almost of it. Like there's a door, but it's not actually a door out. It's a cool effect. And almost like overlapping with herself. Whose hand is it though? Are we actually okay? Are we actually opening the door? Also, Jiu's hair color and Yeon's hair color very similar. Is that intentional? Because I feel like those two are like tied together in their storyline like more strongly, because we've seen them interacting more, especially like in the What MV, where I think they were the only ones that actually like were together in the same scene, other than like the choreo scenes. Noted. Who's reaching through though? Whose hand is it? Do we trust it? Is it one of the other members? I don't even know. Ooh, the like pink outfits. Ooh. This seems like we're back in the mansion. These outfits though. Suwa ma'am. The black and white outfits? Excellent. Where do I get some? Love the like almost like the finger detail, like playing the flute almost. We're getting some of the elements again of the mansion, which we really left behind in the previous MVs, because it was like almost shifting into a more like modern aesthetic, but having all the clocks is very reminiscent of like, it's like the study that was in the mansion where like the man like found the book. So it feels like it's kind of like leaking over between these two places, which maybe is because we're getting out of the like deeper levels of the dream, maybe, that are like this more like white stark environment, and then getting more into something that feels like it's, you know, based in like the reality before they became the nightmares, which might be good. It might be good to get out of the layers, right? I feel like if we're in the mansion, it's going to be easier to get out, like unlock the gate. Maybe? I don't know. Oh wait, I'm checking a dance practice. Ooh. Are we fighting time passing maybe? Going back for Gaeun's rap because it needs to be done. I think it's interesting to have like all the clocks and like the ticking sounds, and we had that in the last album where it had this like ticking or almost like heartbeat that felt like it was going through the whole album, of like almost like it's getting like there's something coming, or there's some kind of like time is running out in some way. Like it feels as if the ticking of the clock is like triggering something. And then we had all like the old phones, which I feel like is symbolic, like phoning to call someone to like have that connection maybe. Can one of them reach one of them? Oh my gosh, Tommy. Ugh! Where are the hand coming from? My gosh. I got distracted by Dobby, and then we got more into like the horror elements again. Because they don't want her to make the call. Can it reach someone? We still haven't gotten any confirmation of who was the hand reaching through the door. Is it one of the members maybe? Like again, the hand? Handang, please. Ooh, the two of them again? The two Jews? Ooh, okay, going back because the note, but we're noticing that there are two. It's interesting that it's through like the screen. Again, like the layers of the dream maybe. So the last time we saw the two Jews was in the mansion. So maybe we're getting further and further out. If I see the like the piano or like the gate, if we get like outside, interesting though, like noticing that there's the two and like the veil as well, like interesting. Which one's the real one? Ooh, that's creepy. But we saw dolls before not moving though. We saw dolls though back in the mansion where they were like, it was almost like a flashback. When they were younger, they had the dolls. I'm trying to like remember all the way back. This is why I want to rewatch all the MVs like a movie. And put together like all the pieces and like know all the things. Again, like bringing in those elements from like all the way back to Chase Me, which is really interesting. I don't like the dolls moving on their own though. Okay, this is the hallway we were in before. The door's open. Oh. Ooh. It seemed like it's a right hand the whole time, right? Like, wasn't it a right hand that was reaching through before for Xian? And then right hand over Gaian's mouth, and then that one too. Also, they keep switching between them looking really sad and scared in all of the scenes where they're like alone going through the storyline stuff, and then we switch to them performing and it's like way more fierce and it's very jarring for me. I'm like, I don't know whether or not to feel bad for you or feel attacked. Ooh, the mirrors again. Ooh, I'm gonna have to check out a dance practice. Is it a broken mirror now? Ooh. Ooh. This part with the like reflection. Oh, the way I got shivers when they all came together at the end, because it had the flashes of like a bunch of them like superimposed over each other and them all holding hands. Oh, I just got shivers through my whole body. I don't feel like it was all the members though. It was just some of them. What does it mean? I mean, I'm assuming it means that they're finally all together. And it gets dark again. Do they get out? Is this like the end? Or am I going to get into other stuff when I get into the album? I don't know. I'm just like shaking now. I have so much adrenaline after that. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be thinking. I have absolutely no idea how to feel right now. I don't know what it was about that ending that just like gave me such a full body reaction to it. Like, I had such a like surge of emotion just go through my entire being. And I don't know what it was. I feel like maybe because they've been separate for so long. Like, yeah, we get like the choreo parts where they're all together, but when in the actual storyline parts of the music videos, they've been separated for so long that it just seeing them all together. But there's something about all of the things that I feel like there's so many things that happened there at the end of like, it almost felt like crossing over, because we had Dami who felt like she was in the same place that Xian was, and then Xian was in like this very like white stark area, and we had like the hands, like who was reaching out to them? Was it like the other members? I almost feel like it was Yuhyun almost, because I feel like Jiu was occupied with other stuff. Like she's the only one that didn't have like a hand that like reached out to her. I feel like, because we had Gahyun, Xian, Dami, which means we're still missing members, because we had Yuhyun run off at like the beginning of the music video and there were like clips of her, but like, so maybe she was the one that ultimately ended up doing it. Like she ended up figuring out what was going on and going through and like breaking into the different parts of the nightmare that they were trapped in and getting them together. Because I feel like at the end when they were all kind of superimposed over each other, it didn't go through all of the members. I feel like it was only some of them. And maybe that's just like me not being able to keep up with like how fast it happened, and also I was feeling a lot of things. But I feel like it wasn't all of them. So like, is there more story? Is there stuff that I'm just like not picking up on? Probably. I'm gonna be thinking about this forever. Like, the song is amazing in and of itself, but I feel like I'm gonna be thinking about what the storyline even means forever. Like, there's gonna be a whole conspiracy board involved. I'm gonna end up like down the rabbit hole of so many like forum threads of me trying to figure out all of the things. So definitely leave your comments and your thoughts, and if there's like resources for this, because I know that it's not supposed to be like the most in-depth story, but like I want to know. I want to figure out a whole story. I want to make it complex because it's fun for me. This is how I spend my free time. So I hope you enjoyed listening to that along with me. You can click this playlist to go see my previous reactions, or you can subscribe so you miss next time I post a Dreamcatcher reaction, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!